Hi guys, Anatoly from Define Agile here, and today we're talking about velocity in Agile. A lot of you guys ask me, Anatoly, what is velocity? How can you calculate it? What is an average velocity? Do we even need to care about it? Is this something we need to track? Those are all amazing questions and I'm going to answer all of them. Please stay tuned till the end because a lot of cool stuff is happening just right at the end of this, and let's do it. Velocity is a metric that shows us how successfully we complete our stories. So, here's an example. We are a team of people. We have a 2-week iterations or 2-week sprints. In these 2 weeks, we said we will complete 10 stories. And then we said every story we think is a 2 story points value. Story points we decide ourselves based on time and complexity. So this time we decided they're all equal of 2 story points each. So then if we complete all of them at the end of 2 weeks, our velocity will be 20 points. Easy, right? We have 10 stories, 2-point stories each equals 10 multiplied by 2 equals 20. Okay, so if that velocity is so easy, why do so many people have reservations against it? First of all, because velocity is not a precise measure. Velocity is based on estimates, so it can definitely vary. I also find that if you have a small project and you don't give enough time for velocity to establish itself, for team to learn how to estimate properly, then velocity will be pretty useless. However, if you have a team that works with themselves for a long time and they track everything, they are pretty good at estimating their stories, then in the end their velocity will be pretty accurate. You will be able to predict how many stories you can complete in a certain iteration, which is very good for road mapping, for giving expectations to the business and stuff like that. The most useful metric I find in regards to velocity is an average velocity. To calculate average velocity, we usually take about 4 iterations, we add them up and divide them by their numbers. So let's say our team worked for 4 iterations of 2 weeks, and then first time their velocity was 40, the other time their velocity came lower to 20, then velocity came back to 40, and then it came back to 20. So what we need to do is we have 4 numbers, 40, 20, 40 and 20. We take all those numbers, add them up, we are having 120, and then we just divide them by the amount of those numbers. So we divide them by 4, and then we know that our average velocity in this case is 30. I find that average velocity is useful for a team because it shows them how they progress, if something went wrong, and if there's something that we as a team can improve. So it's a good metric for us internally to see if something is going on with the team. Also, when we as a team are doing sprint planning, we sometimes think how many stories we can take in 2 weeks iterations. If we have average velocity, we can say, okay, so our average velocity right now is 30. So we should probably take somewhere around 30 story points. It could be a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on if people are on vacation, stuff like that. But this metric helps us to know how much work we can intake. Hopefully that was useful for you. If you have any more questions, please put them down below. Every week there's one new video coming up, so subscribe to this channel. You'll definitely find it valuable. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching. Until next week, bye bye.